Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda. Welcome to my channel. And if you like my channel, please like and subscribe. I'm going to try to keep the light over there so it's behind me. Um, Again, apologize for the lighting. First and foremost, I'm exhausted. Yay! If you watch my channel, you would know that I went on the first road trip of the new year, and we did some hiking. Um, and after that, I had a flare. And for those of you who have chronic issues or autoimmune disorders, that's just like when your body goes a little haywire. And so it's really, I have this flare, and we had stopped at this little place and we had a conversation. And what keeps running in my mind is like the conversation was running towards vaccines and just the protection of people who are like me. And this guy popped up and he goes, yeah, the weak. And it sat with me. Like usually, like, offhand conversations or little things that are said a lot of time, sometimes it'll sit with me, but this sat with me, right? So this whole time I'm flaring, the whole time, like I feel like I'm broken. So that's actually where I've been. In case anybody's wondering, I have been trying to like rest my body as much as possible because it literally just feels completely broken. um, Feels like my ribs are broken. My whole body just is inflamed, and I'm struggling. Um, so I was thinking to myself, number one, that I know it was an offhand comment, but I've heard it for many people when talking about strength. Somehow, strength translates into physical strength. And I hate to say it, but that's not how I view strength. Um, Strength is so much more than your physical ability. Strength is so much more than your immune system. I know so many people who are disabled and people who, may not have use of their motor skills or their bodies, and their life has meaning. And the same people that will pop off and say the weak will also tell you, well, I wouldn't live like that. Well, that's not strength. Strength is being able to take these challenges and take them head on and deal with them in hopefully the most positive manner that you can. And so if ever you hear, because I know I'm not the only one that kind of sits with when people discuss a strength as a physical attribute rather than a character, resilience, adaptive. And if we're going, and I understand that some people have a loose understanding, and I mean my understanding of Darwin as well is looser than somebody who studies that, but I also know that it wasn't just about physical ability, it was a lot about adaptation to environment. And so I would have to say that some of the strongest people I've met have been through the absolute ringer and been able to come out and smile and find joy and happiness and fulfillment, and maybe a little worse for the wear, but still rocking it. So I think it sat with me because I was in the middle of the flare and I had to sit with myself and say, well, what is strength? Are you weak? And I don't like having that discussion with myself. So that's why I guess I wanted to talk about that and get others' perspectives. Hi, Vicky. Love from Malaysia. Hi from Seattle. Um, Tonight, well, the schedule got changed, so now I'm having the grandbabies a little more, but I had the um, the babies, and then we're doing this thing now where on Thursdays we all get together as a family and like do a family activity and a family dinner. And this was like one of the first ones I scheduled. So I want Mama Mode to know, if Mama Mode, if you are there, that I took you up on your advice and I did bakeable clay and we had a whole session of babies. We'll end up doing them again, but it was a great fun time. And I highly recommend, just for bonding, it doesn't have to be like a long period of time because I know a lot of us, like time to ourselves, but taking a couple hours, with the people you love, I'm not saying family, but people you love, the people that are family to you, taking a couple hours a week and doing a small artsy activity. I just found so much joy in that today, like truly a lot of joy. And I made a wonderful vegan gluten-free meal because my daughter's vegan gluten-free, and it turned out great. I made what did I make? I made mushroom Alfredo and with vegan cheese. So it was really awesome. Let's see if that Horizon Art Race. I agree. Like, yeah, let's see. Some find strength in their weaknesses. Well, I guess the thing is it's that definition of strength and weakness, right? Is it if we're talking about challenge, right? And we're talking about physical strength. You don't know physical strength until you hit a challenge. You have to lift 200 pounds, right? So all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have physical strength. I'm able to lift this, whatever that line is, you know. If but it seems like that's the only time we're throwing strength around is when we're trying to say somebody is weaker or and it struck me as funny because I'm like in this backwoods place and none of us are we're just normal regular people, and I'm thinking to myself, by your definition Stephen Hawking was weak. And I don't know if I could. I know I couldn't live the way he did. Like, he was amazing, this strong, amazing human being. But by definition, I guess if we were talking like this, like, it just struck me as funny. And so having a flare and feeling the way I did, um, it just it was difficult because I had to question myself and say, hey, what is strength? Are you strong? Or, it's, I think it's normal to have it. I know that I'm strong, just so everybody is aware. I know that I'm strong, and I know that I have this amazing ability to adapt to circumstance and kind of like roll with it while keeping, somewhat of a positive outlook. Sometimes I'm not, but for the most part, that's what I try to do, is to immediately focus on, what can be good or beautiful or wonderful in my environment. Um, Darby, beautiful. Thank you. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that because it was on my mind. If anybody has any questions or comments or anything, go ahead and shoot them my way. I It was really hard to oh, I didn't want to get on in the past few days because I just really have felt so rocked, just bodily. So my daughter is like pushing me to go to the doctor now. Um, Greetings, Amanda. Hi, Sojourner. I am doing well. I mean, that's the thing. A flare. It's funny. I was talking to my son about it, and I was like, because he's got Lyme. And I was like, it's weird because like I take biologics, so much of the time it is under control, and so it's managed by marijuana, biologics, if necessary ibuprofen. But I really try to, like, I'll take like a baby Motrin. you know? So those things to control it and manage. But then you get a flare and you kind of forget. And so it just rocks you because it's like you almost get tricked into feeling better, You're like, oh, it's okay. It's managed. I am learning to deal with it. You learn how to roll with it. And then all of a sudden it just kind of not takes you for a loop, and it knocks you down. And for me, it frustrates me and it makes me a little angry. Um, so that's what I've been dealing with, is just frustration and a little tinge of anger. But in all, I'm blessed and I do love my life. Hi, Kat. Senior Dossier. The dog behind you, it moved. That is Raggedy Ann. And no, she doesn't move. She's a happy, scary one. um, how do you find strength during dark times? I love your channel. The thing is I don't view any time as completely dark. There's never been well, okay, I've been suicidal before, so I guess I have seen things as completely dark. But but that was due, I think, a lot to mental illness, and I think on regular circumstances, I tend to view situations as a mix, right? Like there's life isn't black and white. So there's not complete darkness. There's little bits of light. And by knowing, I don't forget that there's all this darkness. I don't, like I'm not off in la la land, but what I'm doing is focusing on those pinpoints of light, those those areas that might not be as dark, and putting my time and attention and focus onto that while paying attention for, the danger that lurks in the dark. I really like will focus my mind and be like, you can't concentrate on the dark. Like that's not the kind of person I am. If I concentrate on the dark, I will die. And I don't want to, because in the end, I really love life. And so I really make a point to show myself how much beauty there is under there. Like I still can't walk past lavender without thinking about being unhoused. But Gypsy knew that I was like, I'd get, what is it, self conscious of the way my hair smelled. And so she'd take lavender and just like crush it in my hair, which I thought was like the sweetest thing, because only, somebody who really knows you and cares, those are the things, those things I held on to and just focused my attention on that. And I'm glad I did, because honestly, I have so many good memories because I did that. I'm going to address some comments. And sorry, I got teary. When I'm not feeling good, I tend to be really emotional. And I'm really emotional because, like, just all the reasons. And I'm kind of tired. So I guess we're all going to deal with it. Let's see. I feel weak a lot because of the spine stuff, but I know I'm strong based off the pain. I can't lift a lot, but I'm stronger most of us who can. Right. I do not put my level of strength into what I can lift. My strength doesn't lie in any of that. My strength lies in my resilience. My strength lies in my adaptability. My strength lies in my kindness. My strength lies in my perseverance to be better. And in, like you said, with the spine stuff, I as well have yours is different, but I have AS. And so, even on the hike, I'm, standing down there, I know someday that I'm going to need a walker, and I know someday that more than likely I'm going to need a wheelchair. But until that day, I'm going to stand there and make sure that while I am hiking, to be grateful, to be thankful for every step I take, for every day that I can get out of bed and just do a bunch of stuff. I'm thankful, because someday there'll be a time where I can't. And so for right now, I hold on to that, like, hey, remember to be extra thankful today. remember to be really, really happy. So my heart goes out to you. It's really hard. Pain is difficult. Pain, mental and physical. Um, Alethea, hello. Darby, you're an inspiration. Thank you. John Wick team, bonjour from Paris. Hello from Seattle. Sojourner, guess I texted too early. Sorry, you haven't been feeling well. It's okay. I just kind of got a little down because I had, I had a long good period where I was feeling really good for quite a while, and then I'd been sick off and on, but it just hit me, and it is, uh, it's just, it felt kind of devastating. So, and since that comment about strength was just rolling around, I decided I would get on here and talk about it, and also talk about the grandbabies and stuff because my heart. um, Jackie, I hope you're well. God will always be with you, man. Thank you. I got you, babe. Hi, Amanda. Just take care of yourself. Bless and pray for you every time. Love you, babe. Thank you. You are very dear for all of us here. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you, Senor. Event Horizon. Yes. Dimitri, hello. It is nice to see you smiling. Greetings from Russia, Moscow. I'm sorry, you guys. I my brain even is like in a fog. I'm having trouble with words, which I need to get over because I have work to do. But here's the thing. It always like between the physical stuff and the brain injuries and everything else, it just really keeps life very interesting, I guess. And I'm always on my toes. I hope you're keeping well. I'm doing my best. Sleepster, Rodrigo, hi. John Wick, it's dark and cold in Paris, but now with you, the sun is coming. Oh, thank you. Your positive attitude makes me happy. I'm going to sleep soon. Good night. Good night. I probably need to go to sleep soon too, but if I'm going to be completely honest, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to drink a bunch more coffee and watch murder TV, like Crime Files or something ridiculous, and do some work. So, it makes life interesting. It does. It does, though. I mean, I know so many people that are bored, and I have such an I'm rarely, if ever, am I bored. And I think it's because there's just always something going on, something to work through, a challenge to overcome, something, just something, make the world better, make myself better, make other people's lives better too. Um, that's good. How are you, Brutality? I am good. Brutality Project, I am good. So anyway, guys, big smiles, Event Horizons. So you guys, thank you. Thank you for sitting and talking with me. And I know that this particular one was, I was overcoming issues. So I hope that we can still find, there's hope and joy. Yeah, so I'm not sure when I will, I say I will be sure, it might be a while and then it might be tomorrow. Who knows? I never know from day to day. But I wanted to catch up with you guys and tell you guys all hi and send you tons of love. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.